Welcome to Hub City TV, a USM student news magazine production. We're your source to what's happening around the Pine Belt. I'm your host, Jazmyne Butler. In this show, we investigate street safety for both school children and cyclists. And for you Harry Potter fans, we show you a fictitious game that's come to life. But first, on a more serious note, once again a hurricane rips through the Gulf region, tossing boats ashore, leaving behind costly repairs.
It looks like someone picked up a boat and dropped it.
Hurricane Isaac's storm surge brought more to the shores of Pass Christian Boat Harbor than just water. 3 boats are temporarily calling the nearby parking lot home.
The boats that have washed up, pretty much that's owners that have left them here after a mandatory evacuation.
The harbor master is allowing boats to re-enter, but dock workers are just beginning to assess the amount of damage that the boats have caused.
If you can look right here, you see this electrical platform. You're looking at probably $20,000 right there alone. You know, to the fence repair. Actually, when the boat got stuck, the water's beating up against the boat and it actually washes out the asphalt.
You can still put it in the water.
As boat repairman Don Simmons tells a boat owner about the damages to the boat and the electrical circuit next to it, he expresses that he's glad the boat did not cause more damage.
If it would have hit Shaggy's, it would have been pretty bad, but it missed it.
Shaggy's Bar and Grill shares this parking lot with the harbor.
Fortunately, we were missed by the 3 boats that you see in the parking lot.
Shaggy's workers are quickly removing debris and repairing the building so that they will be prepared to serve customers when they return.
Our clients are a lot of the boat owners.
Employees of the boat harbor and Shaggy's Bar and Grill are happy to see the dock reopening, but they hope that as hurricane season continues that people will see the damage caused by boats that were left during Isaac and remember to remove them from the water next time. Reporting for Hub City TV, I'm Leslie Nash.
In our next story, Red Cross workers provide tips to help you stay prepared through hurricane season. The American Red Cross of Hattiesburg has been responding to people affected by Hurricane Isaac, but is still urging you to gear up and prepare for the rest of hurricane season. Each year, they stress the importance of building a safety kit in the case of an emergency, and Chase Monroe tells us what we need.
And as far as building a kit, it's important to have important things in there like flashlights, water, a food supply, non-perishable food that's easy to cook for, say, a 3-day period is kind of what we encourage you to prepare for. And it's important to watch the news because the openings of our Red Cross shelters will be posted on there, as well as their website, which is Mississippi-redcross.org.
Red Cross volunteer Denise Chester makes comfort kits for assistance for any people who are affected after a hurricane.
We give these to them, stuff that they normally, need to feel good about themselves. Soap and hair supplies and towels and whatever.
Mr. Monroe also says that they could always use more volunteers because they make up the bulk of the labor force.
And they come together and really bring our humanitarian mission into focus and into reality. But to volunteer with us, the easiest way to do that is to go ahead and give us a call here at the local chapter. Our number is 601-582-8151, or visit us on our website at Mississippi-redcross.org.
Parents at one local Hattiesburg elementary school wish drivers would slow down. Hub City TV reporter Amber Travis explains.
Mississippi, Monday through Friday, from 7 to 8:30 a.m. and 2 to 3:30 p.m., a 15-mile-per-hour speed limit is set in school zones. Although the 15-mile-per-hour speed limit is enforced, a lot of drivers ignore it. Tina Rodriguez walks her son to and from Grace Christian Elementary every day and is concerned with the traffic speed limit.
Traffic is real bad. People just fly down the road regardless of what you tell them. Even with the crossing guard being there, they still don't care.
Rodriguez feels the solution to the problem is having an officer in the area every morning.
I feel they should have a cop on duty every morning, just like they have at Rowan and the rest of the other schools, because people do not follow the 15-mile-per-hour sign.
But is the traffic any better in the afternoon? I spoke with Jaleesa Bambry, another concerned parent, as she walked with her children after school.
People will always speed through here, even though they do have the signs up.
Bambry doesn't agree with young children walking to school without an adult.
If you're not going to walk with your child, drop them off, because this is a busy street.
Drivers who are caught driving over the 15-mile-per-hour speed limit could be fined starting at $138. Based on the mile per hour, the fine could increase. Motor Officer Chad Young of the Hattiesburg Police Department Traffic Division strongly enforces the 15-mile-per-hour speed limit in school zones.
We definitely strongly enforce that in school zones. Right now, the schools are posted at about 15 miles an hour during school hours. We usually get in their school zones and we enforce those pretty heavily.
Parents have also been seen dropping their children off and picking them up in the street, which is also dangerous.
I wouldn't advise any parent to drop their kid off in the street. If you're going to take them to school, take them all the way to school.
The Hattiesburg Police Department encourages kids to walk to school, but also strongly encourages parents to walk with them. If they can't, please make them aware of the safety precautions when crossing the road. I'm Amber Travis with Hub City TV.
As more and more Hattiesburg residents take to the streets on bicycles, motorists need to learn to share the road. Reporter Chant'Elle Upshaw has more.
Keep the bikes out of the main flow of traffic.
Some Hattiesburg citizens say that bike lanes would benefit bicyclists.
The cyclists are part of the traffic.
And by law, they have the same rights as any other vehicle.
State law says that anybody who rides a bicycle does have the right of way. They also have to follow all traffic laws that apply to motor vehicles.
But one bicyclist feels that his rights are disregarded.
They just go about their merry way without regards to other people on the highway.
Some motorists are distracted.
I almost got taken out by a guy who was texting the other night on the road.
Bike shop owner Drew Carter says cyclists are more aware than motorists.
You know, the cyclist is more aware of what's on the road surface where the car driver's not. So if there's a pothole or something that the bicyclist has to avoid, you got to give them enough space to do it.
Lieutenant Trexler says lanes would provide more space.
It would give them more room and less chance of a vehicle getting too close to them.
Bike lanes were recently added downtown on Mobile Street, but places like Hardy Street have more traffic and no lanes. Cyclists share the road with heavier and faster vehicles. In cities like Oxford, bike lanes are down and signs are up to support the bicycle law. As for Hattiesburg, more bike lane infrastructure is underway.
We're looking at striping our Pine Street, Main Street, and also Jamestown Road.
According to Kirkendall, bicycle lanes should be completed within the next couple months. For Hub City TV, Chant'Elle Upshaw.
Coming up next, a fictional game flies off the pages of a best-selling novel and comes to life.